Tucker from tuckerandcolor.com, and I'm here to show you how to create a mood board on Canva or with Photoshop. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so when you begin, you're going to want to start in Pinterest, because when you create a mood board, ultimately what you're doing is you're creating almost like a template or a guide to help you figure out how you want to design whatever you'll be creating. Maybe you want to create a website, or maybe you want to create an e-course of some type. When you create a mood board, it helps to give you creative direction for what you want to do. So right now I have created a mood board for my website, tuckerandcolor.com, and I just want to give you a quick overview, kind of how it looks. So ultimately, before you start designing, you want to make sure that you have your brand colors chosen. So my brand colors are sort of like a yellow, an orange, a teal, and gold. And so I'm going to just scroll through my Pinterest so you can see my board and just kind of get an idea of what I chose to design my board. And also, another important aspect of creating a mood board is you want to be able to have your brand personality. And for my email subscribers, I've already given out a freebie, because I love freebies, but in the ebook I talk about how to find your brand personality. And to describe my brand, I chose the words honest, successful, happy, professional, welcoming, genuine, fun, and vibrant. So hopefully you can kind of see how I implemented all of those brand personality words into my mood board inspiration. So, I want it to be happy. I want it to feel professional. Hence, I added some heels, gold heels, since gold is one of my colors. And I also wanted it to feel welcoming. And I really feel that one thing that makes you feel welcome when you're coming into a place is, customized artwork, a nicely decorated room, those different types of things. So once you've chosen what you want to do, we're going to move on to how to create your mood board in Canva. So let's go ahead and click over here. All right, so you can kind of see that I was already getting started creating my mood board, but I want to kind of break it down and show you how I started and actually made the mood board look the way it is. And for my email subscribers, I've sent you a free template of this actual Canva mood board. So first, we're going to go to layouts. All right, and here, if you look over in the sidebar, there's multiple layouts that you can choose from. And I kind of just scrolled through and to see if there was any that really caught my eye. This is a nice one right here. Let's see. Yes, so I just chose one and I dragged it over, and it made a template kind of like this. If you kind of just ignore the circles and this side part right here that's supposed to be a color palette, I added those separate. So what it does, you just drag and drop, and you have these empty squares that just look like the cloud and the mountain. Okay, so now we're going to move on to elements. This is how, if you want, you can kind of edit it and create just a customized mood board to your desire. So right here, as you can see, there's this circle element right here. What you do is you drag and drop, and you can resize. I hold shift when I do it. Oh, maybe that's just, there we go. I hold shift when I do it just to make sure that nothing's misshapen or anything, but that might just be a Photoshop thing. But what you do is you would just drag it wherever you want it to be, and you just click away, and that's where it stays. And let's go ahead and get rid of that, because I don't want that in my design. Okay, so the next thing that you would do, once you have your frames and everything situated the way that you want it to be, you would go ahead and create your color palette on the side. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Elements. Here it is. No, that's the wrong one. Okay, so why don't they put the square at the top? Okay, here we go. So if you have some type of gold overlay or maybe a special pattern that you want to use for your design for your color palette, I would recommend this is the tool that you need to use. The photo element, the photo square element. You can kind of see I used it right here, and I'm about to show you how to add in your gold overlays or any other type of pattern that you want to use. But that's what you use, and you, of course, like I stated before, you would just drag. If you want to make it smaller or bigger, that's how you would do it. Okay, and then you just press the trash can if you want to get rid of it. All right, so one more step before we move on to adding pictures. You're going to go to Elements. Uh-oh. All right, scroll to the top. Okay, go to Shapes after that. And we're going to want to click the square shape. This is the one that I used. And so you can make this smaller, and what you would do is you'd create a number of, you would probably duplicate this one, just make it a little smaller, and you would line them up here. The way that you could duplicate is just press copy, and it'll do a duplicate of whatever shape that you have. Okay, there it is. Okay. And then you can just resize and place them wherever you want to, and those squares are going to be for your color palette. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to click down here to Uploads, and I've already pre-uploaded all of the ones that I want to use. You can see here's a picture of me. You know, the main motivation behind my brand was my polka dot shirt, because I feel like it's very vibrant and really expresses who I am, and so I decided to design my brand around that. So let's begin by adding in our colors. So I'm going to start, this is a gold overlay that I saved. I'm going to just drag it over my little color palette right there. And if you want to change the positioning of something, you can just double click and you can drag it over or however you want to do it. So there we go, and you just click the checkbox. Perfect, okay. And we just click away, there we go. So that has saved my gold right there. And then to add my other colors, I have them saved on my dashboard in Photoshop, but I'm just going to copy that pretty limey green color. It's not really lime green, but you copy and then you click on the black circle, which is just the color of the box, and then you would put, it looks like I already added it in, so you just click it right there and then you add it in. Good, okay. Let's get the next one. Orange. I just pressed Command Copy. Okay. There we go. And then there's a little plus sign right here. It's not very noticeable on my screen. There we go. But you would just click that, and then you'd add the hex code right here. So you just paste it in. Good, okay. And then my final color is this pretty yellow right here. Copy the hex code. And then we're going to go right here and add it in. Perfect. Okay, so you can see my colors right there. Now, if you want to add images in, it's pretty much the same as what we did with our gold overlay. We're just going to drag our image from here and add it to whatever section we would like to add it in. Looks like I may have chosen the wrong circle for this one. It's a little tricky. Let's go ahead and X out of that. Corrections. Okay, here, nope, that's not the one I want. I'm going to click on frames. Wait for it to load. Come on, load. Patience is a virtue. Let's try that again. No, it's still going. Okay, well, I apologize that I chose the wrong circle. Green was a little misleading. Might just have to come back when it decides it wants to load faster, but oh, sorry, we couldn't find any results. Odd. There we go. Okay, so let's scroll down. Okay, this was the one I originally chose, but I don't think that's the one you want to use, or that's not the one that I want to use. So I'm just scrolling down until I see the circle that I would like to use. Here we go. Why don't they just put the normal shapes at the top? Okay, so first the square, now the circle. Okay, so we're just going to add this right here. Just make it a little smaller. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to delete this one. And I'm just going to duplicate this to place down there. Copy. There we go. And this one was a little smaller, so I'm just going to minimize it just a little bit and drag it right here. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back to uploads. Okay, and what you want to do is just drag your image and place it wherever you'd like. Double click to adjust. Check mark to submit. Perfect. Okay. Next, as you can see, I've already added this one. Let's add the gold fill. Awesome. Super easy. Just drag and drop. I don't think I want to add that one there. I really like this paint picture because it's similar to my colors. Nope. Move down, please. Oh, it may just be going a little slow. Okay, there we go. Canva is giving me a little bit of technical issues as of right now. Oh, I just clicked out of it. Okay, so we get the point. I want to move the picture down. There we go. Okay. Let's check mark it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, here's another picture. Maybe we'll add this one right here. Add the cup right here. No, I already added that one in. Last one that I would need to add in is the shoes. I could add these up here. I just took the whole circle with me. There we go. I'll just leave it. Okay, so as you can see, that's how you would design your mood board. Also, in the design that I sent out to my subscribers, let's go ahead and zoom in. You just press this zoom in key over here. And so you want to title your mood board just so you can remember what its purpose was. So let's just say, we'll double click right here. I'll title mine Tucker, nope, let's do all caps, like all caps, Tucker and color. And let's name the project Website Design. Perfect. Okay, and that is what your mood board would look like. Obviously mine isn't complete, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to move on to Photoshop so you guys can see. So let's go ahead, and this is what my mood board looks like in Photoshop. It's a little different, but I just want to show you kind of how I design it in Photoshop. So originally we start out with just these blank squares that I'm showing you, and I made this mood board all completely from scratch. All you do is just use the marquee tool, you'd just draw a square, fill it in, and that's all you do. So, but the way that you would overlay it is once you have your template and your design, obviously you would want to add your colors first, just so it can serve as a reference and say, this doesn't look good, or this looks great. So let me add these pictures. Well, I'll take that one out so I can show you how I did it. There we go. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Okay. So what we're going to do is you can see over here my layers panel. All I did was, let's go to desktop, because I saved all of these pictures to my desktop. Okay. Find whatever picture you'd like. Here's the paint. And you drag it over the layer that you would like to create your mood board in. So you can resize by pressing Shift and dragging the edge to keep the proportions simple, and you just press Enter. So so you can see like all of these other sections are very nicely done. They have this little white line separating all of them, but this one doesn't. What you do is you would click on that layer, make sure it's over the layer that you're wanting to crop it into. Make sure it's visible, and you would click, this is for Mac, you would click Command Option G. And as you can see, there's the nice white line right there. Also, I think there's one more picture that needs help. There it is, Command Option G. Good. And that one did it as well. So that's all you would do if you want to create your mood board in Photoshop or in Canva. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at Danielle@tuckerandcolor.com. Have a wonderful day. Bye.